most people don't understand what it means to have a double-blind placebo-controlled study, and they really shouldn't, because there's so many caveats to science. What you can connect with is history. We all have our great-great-grandfathers and where they're from. We all know we can read a history book and learn about our history. We can all also feel our bodies, right? So when someone tells you to eat a bunch of fiber and you feel bloated, that should tell you something. And if I can suggest fasting and then you fast and you feel great, that's all it takes, really. So I try to come at all this stuff from an approach of like, what does every human can connect with? And I think history, our ancestry, our kind of mind, body, spirit access of like how all this stuff connects. That's where I think I can have a voice and really like connect with people, because I can refer you to books and podcasts where they talk about each individual research thing and why fasting is so great and why cold immersion is so great and why this plant is bad and why meat is good and why the argument against meat is bad. Yeah. It's like, it's an argument. I'm not trying to argue here. I'm trying to show people that there's a way to think about life, like vaccines, like food, like going out and smiling at your neighbor, like just all this stuff. You can think about it in a more humanistic way, in a more evolutionary way, in a more ancestral way, where you could connect with, again, like your ancestors and the past and the stories you heard from your grandma. You know, there's this thread that connects it all, and that thread leads towards the kind of recommendations I recommend, and that's not sitting on your couch and eating processed food. Yeah, it's like going on a run. And sitting in the sun. We didn't even talk about how important sun exposure is. And vitamin D, you know, vitamin D. Like all these things, you know, like we were meant to be in the sun and slowly get sun exposure over the year and build up your melanin so you don't get sunburned, but you can continue to make high amounts of vitamin D, a hormone that drives your immune system and your gut health and your brain health. All this stuff was minimized during my training. Just like vitamin D is nothing, you know, you got to eat more frequent, like just so much. I don't know if it's bad information, if it's propaganda. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. And I'm just going to and every year, hopefully people that are listening to this podcast hear like a more dialed version. Because I think last time I was really like trying to give the details of fasting, kind of getting into it.
That was a main topic.
I want people to take away is that there's a way to think about health and the world that can help steer you to keep your health and keep your sanity as this world is getting weirder and weirder. Yes.